Hello, my name is Holly, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about an app called Socrative that I use in my 4th grade classroom. If you're not familiar with Socrative, it is an app, or it also can be used on a laptop by visiting the website. It's a smart student response system that empowers teachers by engaging their classroom with a series of educational exercises and games. The app is very simple and takes seconds to log in to start creating your quizzes or assignments. Teachers log in through their device and select an activity which controls the flow of the questions and games. Students simply log in with their device using their group name and interact real-time with the context. Student responses are visually represented by multiple choice, true, false, and short answer questions. For a pre-planned activities, a teacher can view reports online as a Google spreadsheet or as an emailed Excel file after the students have completed their assignments. A few ideas of how to use Socrative in the classroom can be used as exit slips, review skills, assessments, games, quick exercises, or as independent practice or seat work. The first thing that you have to do to get started is to create an account. I've already created my account, so I'm just going to log in. Once you log in, you have several options to choose from. You can have, if you're choosing to use it as an exit slip, then you would click on the single question activities. That's where you would ask just one question to see if a student has it. If they don't have it, if you chose to use a short answer, you could see where they are messing up and how to use that in your classroom. The quiz-based activities are where you're going to have multiple questions. You can manage quizzes by you can create on this software, or you can also import it. And if you were to import it, they have an Excel spreadsheet where you enter your information and then import it in, and it creates the quiz. Today, we're going to manage a quiz. Okay, and you can see I've already created my room number. This is what the students would need to know to have access to the quiz or the exit slip that I'm going to do. I'm going to show you how easy it is to create a quiz. As you can see, I already have some that I've already created, but I'm going to create a new one today. We're going to create a quiz on multiplication and division review. This enables sharing. If you want to share your quiz with other coworkers, then the number that is right up here, once you create your test, that is what you would give them, and then they could have access to use that quiz in their classroom as well. I want a short answer quiz. You also had the choice of doing a multiple choice. My first question. John has 4 bags of apples. Just a simple multiplication. Groups of multiple question. So there are 8 apples inside each bag, and he has 4 bags, so they have to multiply. 8 times 4, my answer is 32. My explanation, which is optional, is If I wanted them to explain their answer, then they have to know 8, or let's do 4 times 8 equals 32. And that question is added. I'm going to choose a multiple choice question. Let's just do this. Let's do 9. What is the product of 9 times 8? 17, 72, 63, 71. Okay, so I have my 4 answer choices for my multiple choice, and you just click on which one is the correct answer. I chose to put 17 because 9 plus 8 is 17. Sometimes, even though it says to multiply, they would add. I chose to do 63 because that is 9 times 7. If they're counting and they didn't go all the way, they would get 63. Or one answer, 71, which is close. For those, just another option. Okay? Once you finish adding your questions, you push save. This is the number that you share with your teachers if you want them to be able to access it. Okay, then once I have the quiz, I will show you what it looks like on the student view. Okay, so just like I said before, the room number is what they're going to have in order to access the quiz. My room number, you choose it, is my name and the grade. Then I'm going to back to my teacher view, go to main screen, and I'm going to start a quiz. I'm going to do the multiplication and division review quiz that I just created. See, I already have one student that has logged into my room. You have the option of choosing student-paced quiz or teacher-paced quiz. A student-paced is they go from one question to the next to the next. Teacher-paced is they don't get to see the next question until everyone is done. You would use that if the whole class is taking a quiz or doing an exit slip. You want to see everybody's answer before you stop and discuss it or let them go on to the next one. So I'm going to push teacher paste. Okay, the first question is always going to be enter your name. So if I go back to my student view, it can see that they can now see number 1 out of 3. So I'm going to put my name as last name first, Smith, John, submit. Okay, and it's waiting. Since I pushed teacher paste, it's waiting for the teacher to give the next question. If I go back to my teacher view, I see that John Smith has answered my question. So 1 out of 1 student has responded. Then I click send next question to students. And you can see here's the first question that I made. Go back to the student view. Here's the first question. Okay, I'm going to put $31. I might not know my multiplication facts. And it says wrong answer. The correct answer was 32 because you had to know 4 times 8 was 32. That's where I put the explanation when I created the test. And now we're waiting for the next one. So that gives them that instant feedback. Then if I go back to my teacher view, you can see here was my question. Here was the answer that one of my students gave. Okay, then you would send your next question. Sending my next question. What is the product of 9 times 8? Go back to my student view. Here is the question and their choices, and they can choose which answer. I'm gonna know. I know 9 times 8 is 72 because I know the nines trick using my fingers. Okay, it says good job. You got the right answer. This was only 2 question quiz, so they were done. So you push done. Okay, then it says that they're complete with that activity. If you go back to my view, it shows you one person chose 72. Okay, so I would, as a teacher, I'm going to end the activity. That is when you get your report. So I'm going to download the report so you can go ahead and see it. Okay, and you can also view this on, they can send it to you as an email. Okay, here's the test number, the date, my room number. Here is the student. They got number 1 wrong. It was highlighted red because John had 32 apples, not 31. But they got the second question right. So it was green. So number of correct, 1. So he got 1 out of 2, so his score was a 50. Then you can go, if you had all of your students, you would see if all of your students missed this one, you could use that to direct your instruction for the next day. If 2 people missed it, you could pull them into a small group to see why they missed it. If everybody got it, then you know they've got it. We can move on, start something new.